Hello and welcome to Not Without My Sister, where for a few brief moments at least, I, Rosemary McCabe, will be, in fact, without my sister, Beatrice McCabe. This week was a bit of a rough one. I haven't been feeling well. Beatrice has 4 kids who are finishing up school. It's been mayhem, to say the least. So I'm very sorry, but we didn't get to record a full episode for today. Instead, we're going to give you a mini/midi-sode, a little bit longer than a mini-sode, a little bit shorter than an episode. And I'm also going to bring you the news that we are now on Patreon. If you head to patreon.com/notwithoutmysister, you can sign up for $5 a month. And from the beginning of June, our Friday minisodes will be going to Patreon exclusively. They'll be there for your listening pleasure early on Friday morning. And they will be exclusive bonus content just for people who've signed up to our Patreon. You'll also get ad-free episodes. So all of our regular Tuesday episodes will be uploaded a little bit early for you on Patreon, and without any of those annoying ads that I know most of you like to skip through. Anyway, like I said, I'm sorry that today is not a full episode. Hopefully it will still whet your appetite for us talking rubbish. I hope you enjoy the episode, and if you have $5 per month to spare, like I said, we would really appreciate the support. Thank you so much for listening and enjoy. Hello and welcome to Not Without My Sister, where we are going to, as we always do, discuss something very relevant to the political landscape, something we've well researched, and something we think will spark a lot of intelligent conversation. I'm Rosemary McCabe. My sister is Beatrice McCabe. I'm not without her, as usual. Do you hate that?
I just like, how come every time I do an intro and I do any kind of voice that is not my normal talking voice, you give out to me and then you say, I'll do it. And then and you say, I'll do it in your totally normal voice. And then you go, hello, I'm Rosemary McCabe.
I'd like to point out, I didn't say I'll do it. You said, go on.
Yeah. But every single time I do it, you go, oh, hold on. Just do it in your normal voice. Every single time.
Okay, I'll start again.
No, it was excellent. Go on.
No. Hello.
God.
Today we thought we would discuss something that I saw on Twitter. So an idea I robbed from someone else. Rebecca Flynn tweeted the other day and said, what foods has dieting ruined for you forever? Right? And she was basically talking about, I don't need to explain this, like foods you like gorged on during dieting because they were quote unquote allowed when you were doing Weight Watchers or Slimming World or whatever fad diet I was doing.
Fad diet? Rosemary, I actually, I know I said we could do this topic, but like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about because I don't really diet. I just listen to what my body tells me, and
it's called
then ignore it.
It's called intuitive eating.
And then ignore it.
Have you ever got sick of wine?
Yeah, I'm sick of it right now, but I'm drinking it just to be sociable with you. Yeah, every now and then I get sick of wine, but then the next day I wake up and it's a new day, and I'm like, as Mom says, when you're up, and she might as well start again.
It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new wine for me. Yeah. So I'll start.
Okay, go for
I have a very, very long list of things of which I got sick. And I think it's because I do get kind of not obsessive. I just get really
Rosemary,
lazy. So I just eat the same thing.
Excuse me.
What?
It is because you get entirely obsessive. Do you remember that time? No,
No,
don't
I get
interrupt me.
obsessive about diets. Okay,
Don't interrupt me. You get obsessive about diets, about food. You remember that time you joined the City, whatever it's called, City West gym, and you went 2 to 3 times a day, and your routine could not be broken for anything. It was like, can we go? Do you want to go to Kilkenny for the day? I can't. I've got to go to my 11 o'clock. I've got to go to my 5 o'clock.
I definitely never went 3 times a day.
You absolutely did. And you would not be like, you were upset. And, oh, Jim's going to be there telling me how to work out. And like, I can't possibly disappoint Jim. Jim could care less. But anyway.
Sorry, it was Dave from California who was the trainer in whom I was interested at the time.
There you go.
Was he on California before or after?
Oh, he was actually on California.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was one of the 6 stars of California.
Oh, I mean, is that a...
Stars. Yeah. You know, I was Ireland's #1 top California tweeter. I sent more tweets about California than any other Irish resident.
Oh, good. Great.
It's a great.
How do you know that?
I can't remember. I saw some Twitter analysis of California, and it was like the top tweeter by like sheer volume, not quality, was me.
They were probably just like, what kept this going was this one individual who watched it
I think it was
obsessively on repeat and worked out alongside it.
No, I think it was because back, well, that sounds really weird. It's like watching it and working out.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I think it was because back in the California days, there were probably only about 15 Irish people on Twitter, and I was one of them.
Oh.
To make myself feel slightly
Like,
better.
is California still a thing? Like,
No, it was only one season.
Oh.
I know, so disappointing. Bring back California. Anyway, listen, that's not the point.
Okay.
Okay, so most recently, when I got into my quote-unquote clean eating phase, I grew sick of a lot of things. Although I still ate them every day for about a year.
Like beef for breakfast.
Minced beef for breakfast.
Oh.
With a bit of cumin and a bit of, or is it cumin? Cumin sounds better. And a bit of chili seed. Fried up in the pan.
I mean, I shouldn't slag it because, like, do I ever get sick of toast? I actually do. I get really sick of toast.
Oh,
but
I
like,
never
not
get sick of
because
toast.
not because of my diet. It's not like toast is definitely not on my diet. I just get sick of toast.
Oh no, toast is one of those things like you said about wine. I could be sick of toast one day because I ate 6 slices of it in a row, but then the next day it's a new day.
No, like I open
Could
the
have more
press and I
toast.
go, oh, toast, and I'm like, I just don't have breakfast.
Claire McCabe is rolling around in her grave right now. She's not in her grave, but you know what I mean.
She's rolling around on the plot of land where she plans to have her grave.
Horrified, going, sick of toast. How could you be sick of toast? So minced beef I used to have every morning. Sometimes I'd have it, it's a weird combo. Sometimes I'd have it with avocado.
Oh, that sounds nice, actually.
Does it?
I know that.
It's all very fatty.
Okay, you know that you read about like when you do these high keto,
High protein.
did you not
things.
have like extremely stinking breath? I think
I
you did.
never
You told
noticed.
me you did.
No, I don't think I ever noticed, and my other half never told me. I was
Oh, I
afraid.
bet you did. Like all
I
that
probably did a
oily,
bit.
greasy meat for breakfast, and then you're like, give us a kiss.
But you know what I have to say? I've never been so...
I mean, I'm eating butter, like so.
No, I've never been so... Not... Well, I was going to say regular, but regular is incorrect. My digestive system has never worked better.
Oh, really?
Oh my...
I don't want to talk about it.
No. Just then when I was eating basically meat and vegetables, I never even thought about...
Well,
I never even thought about my tummy cramps. Whereas
I hate
now
to
that I'm
break it to you,
gorging
like-
myself with chicken wings, I frequently think about my tummy cramps.
When you're eating deep fried food and loads of bread, it's not exactly a surprise. Like the other day, I was like, I literally got up today, I ate bread for breakfast, I ate bread for lunch with like something on the bread, but like a mild percentage of the meal. And then I think I had pizza for dinner. So I'm like, that's now homemade pizza, but still bread.
Homemade pizza. I literally saw a Papa John's box in your kitchen.
That was not me today. I'm telling you a story from last week.
Oh, sorry. Well, I frequently do that as well. I wake up, I have 4 slices of toast. You know what I found in Kroger? Heinz baked beans that I'm sure I'm going to get sick of soon.
I have
and I've
2
been
of them
eating
in the,
them
in the pantry.
I have
You
about
can
6
have
of them.
You can
6 of them in the cupboard, and I've been eating them with
You're desperate,
toast, buttered toast.
I just walked in and saw a takeaway pizza.
No, I just meant...
Absolute
just meant
shamer.
you seem
Philip
like you're
McCabe will
fibbing.
never be dead.
I made the pizza myself.
Philip McCabe never did. He's now rolling on on
sorry.
his own plot of land.
Listen, this long list is never going to be over. I've only listed one thing. Minced beef in the mornings. Protein balls. Basically anything with protein powder. You know, on Friday I used to go to therapy, right, which was just off Dawson Street. And then I would go into, oh my God, what's it called? Oh, this like frozen yogurt place that I've totally forgotten the name of.
Fro-yo.
No.
Yo, Fro.
No. Okay, just stop. But they also sell protein balls, devised the recipe by Roz Purcell.
Fro Pro.
And I used to go in there after therapy. I would buy 2 protein balls, one for myself and one for my then boyfriend.
Oh my
and then
God,
on
the
Friday
romance.
night,
The
we would go,
romance.
after our meat and vegetable dinner, we would go to the cinema and we would each have a protein ball while in the cinema. Can you actually... thank God I'm a changed woman. Can you believe it? I used to bring a single protein ball and I'd have it with a bottle of water, Beatrice, for the whole cinema. Not a whiff of popcorn, not a bit of Ben and Jerry's. I'd be like, my protein ball. So sick of protein ball, sick of anything with protein powder. I also used to do pancakes with protein powder.
What did you package these protein balls in when you carried them into the
They
cinema?
came
You're
in a
not allowed to
little
bring
tub.
food into the cinema.
You kind of. I saw somebody eating a stir fry in the cinema once, out of a Tupperware.
They come in
I
a little...
wasn't.
So you... Like, what was this last of the big spenders? Why could you not have 2 protein balls? Why did you have to share a
Beatrice,
package?
The calories. We just have one each because they were like protein balls can be quite high calories. They've nuts in them and stuff. They're quite dense.
Rosemary, as opposed to like a Ben and Jerry's and a big pack of popcorn.
No, but this was like my one treat of the week was this one protein ball.
That's my point. Couldn't you have treated yourself with 2? Like you'd
That would have been wild.
Yeah, I can't even the romance
I
of
was
this.
having one.
Okay.
So anything with protein powder, also protein pancakes, banana pancakes. I fairly
they're
went
nice.
off as well.
They're nice.
No, I had too many. I obviously, it's not the taste of the banana because I ate about half a banana bread this week. So that's not what's put me off, but I wouldn't really relish making a banana pancake anymore. So that was from my kind of clean eating phase. Then when I was doing Slimming World, I really went off weirdly Melon, because Slimming World has this obsession with speed foods. So these foods that you can eat an unlimited amount of, and melon is one of them. And I used to eat a lot of melon. I don't think they like probably had one cantaloupe a day in mind when they had this speed food thing, but that was what I was eating.
Probably no harm eating a cantaloupe a day.
Probably wouldn't be great for your digestive system, my son, I think. I don't know. It feels sort of slimy or something.
It's all watery. It's properly grand.
Yeah,
well,
maybe.
when I joined Weight Watchers in New York, I'll tell you, I bought those boxes of...
The Weight Watchers bars?
Yeah, I absolutely hate them now. If I ever had to eat one again, I'd just throw it at you. I only liked the peanut butter ones, but I absolutely hate them. Oh, I hated every single one of them except for the peanut butter I think they were peanut butter caramel or something. Peanut butter, like coated in kind of pale peanut butter cream. I mean, anyway.
There were nice ones that were a bit like toffee crisps, I remember. That like Rice Krispies, you know what I mean?
I hated every single other one. They were the only ones I liked, and I ate them. And I was like, what am I doing eating this stupid bar that's only half nice instead of using my 2 points on like something decent? I'll tell you what, I mean, I actually still like them, but Julie ruined them for me. Twixes. When we were doing Weight Watchers in Paris, which was Weight Watchers. Yeah, that's right. There you go. You're welcome. We used to eat. Oh yeah, Julie was like, she had the points. So we didn't realize at the time that the points in every country are different, right?
Which is ridiculous.
But I mean, I think it makes sense because like the ingredients in every country is different. Like the bread here is not the same as the bread in Ireland. So the average, points in a slice of bread is not the same in America and Ireland.
Yeah, but I suppose like a lot of the time when you look at the points, it's per brand. It's by brand now, I think. Like a slice of Brennan's bread is different to a slice of...
Oh, well, it wasn't that... I mean, it was to an extent, but anyway, they were entirely different, and the number of points you were allowed to have in a day was different as well.
Oh yeah,
right? So
yeah.
Anyway, the whole thing was different. So anyway, we hadn't really twigged onto that. We hadn't twixed onto that yet. And Julie, had been doing Weight Watchers in Ireland, and she came back from her holidays with like a ton of Twix, and she was like, "These are great. We should totally eat these. Grand. Like, and have these share Twix after our lunch every day."
God,
So
I feel like the two of you were like
Twixes.
Regina George and Mean Girls when she's like, "This will help you lose weight," and she's like giving her the plumpy nut.
Oh well, we would have like one stick of Twix each, and Julie's like, "So it's one point for the thing of Twix," and we'd have like one, and then we'd like, "That's half a point." We're noting it down. I'm like, I don't know why I'm not losing weight eating Twix every day.
And
right?
it was like 5 French
yeah,
points.
it was something like 20 points.
That actually explains a lot of the difference between France and Ireland as well.
Oh. Couldn't believe it. But even she realized that she had been misreading the label from Ireland. Like we totally, it was supposed to be like the what's it called? The fun size one was like 1 point.
Oh, the one that's about the size of your knuckle. Like.
And you were supposed to be eating half of that for half point. And we were eating like a full size stick and going and marking down our point cinq.
Irlande, nul point. I'd actually love a Twix now. I love a refrigerated Twix.
No, I don't really like Twixes anymore now as a result. They're also really sweet here, which I don't like. But it was more that I can't enjoy them because I feel like I always associate them now with being on a diet. And I just like, they're not as they don't feel like a treat because I'm immediately like, oh, I should be on a diet.
So curly whirlies are that for me. When I was doing Weight Watchers, a curly whirly was less points than a banana. And Mary gave us a great tip. Have I told you all my Mary Weight Watchers stories already? I think I have. Mary gave us a great tip to put the curly whirly in the freezer. Make it last longer. You'd be like chewing on it like you were chewing on a strap of leather. Do you know what I mean? For hours. You'd really be getting the most out of this like chocolate covered caramel.
What's it called? What's it called? A beef jerky, a curly jerky.
Yeah.
Somebody I read the other day about like mashing up a banana and I think it was Emma Kate Manley, mashing up a banana and putting it in the freezer, and it's like banana sorbet. Now I don't actually like bananas to start out with, but I'm like, oh, maybe I should try that.
I saw somebody saying if you get a mandarin orange, this is a TikTok thing that went around, like that TikTok pasta I made, and it was actually quite nice. If you put a mandarin orange in the freezer, and it's very specific, for 45 minutes, take it out, it's easy to peel, and the actual segments then taste like orange sorbet because they're like almost frozen. And I haven't done it yet.
Oh.
I did make the TikTok pasta where you put the entire block of feta inside, like surrounded by cherry tomatoes, drizzle it all with olive oil, put it in the oven for like, I don't know, 7 hours, no, like an hour and a half or something, on quite low. And then it all roasts and kind of caramelizes. And it's nice, but it's also like, it's not that much nicer than if you just put them all in your pasta raw. You know what I mean? Cherry tomatoes and feta.
A block of feta?
Feta, yeah.
I wouldn't mean that. I did used to eat, I was thinking, like, maybe it's less about being on a diet, more what I used to eat on repeat. I used to eat, well, as we all know, I used to eat tuna and
This
what's
again,
it called?
tapenade.
On a daily basis. Never got sick of it. Discovered it recently. I'm unsick of it all over again. Used to eat probably on a daily basis roast white fish in the oven with onion and tomato when I lived in Milan.
That was nice.
Yeah, ate that probably every day for 3 years. Never got sick of it. I'm pretty easygoing in terms of food. Like, you don't have to keep entertaining me as long as I like it.
As long as you like it, it's like famous last words.
Well, I mean, just don't get too fancy. That's very basic. Salt, pepper, olive oil, some fish, cod, tilapia, whatever.
Tilapia.
Well,
It's
like,
far from tilapia. You were weird.
you can't find a cod over here.
No, I know, yeah.
You have to use tilapia. I prefer the cod myself. Yeah, chop up your onions, throw in your cherry tomatoes, put it in the oven. Delicious.
So hang on, sorry. Just to go
But now
back
I
a
do it
second.
with salmon. Salmon. Never get sick of it, although I used to hate salmon.
I don't know. I have to be in the mood for salmon. I'm in the mood. Sorry. Back a second. The feta and cherry tomato. What was putting you off about that then?
Just a big block of feta.
But it's for like 4 or 5 people.
Oh, was it? Did you share it with 4 or 5 people?
No, but in theory it is.
You see, that's it. No, I wouldn't be into that.
Well, basically when it comes out of the oven, you then stir it all up and it makes this like creamy sauce and then you mix in with your pasta.
no.
Oh, look at you. You're Claire McCable.
You're mixing your pasta with the creamy sauce.
No, I actually like pasta with the creamy sauce, but feta.
It's really
No.
nice actually.
No. Now you're actually starting to say like
I'm
it's
gonna make
nicer
it
than
for
you
you
thought
now.
it was. Okay, I would
Oh my
happily
God,
eat
it's
it.
delicious. Like cordon bleu cooking. Is cordon? That's not a thing. Is this cordon bleu? Oh, so what's the type? Anyway, what's the type of chicken? Oh, I'm losing my mind.
Poulet bleu.
It's the baby brain.
Oh, shut up. Okay, what else? What else do you hate?
Okay, so this is kind of a weird one because I never actually went for it, but I would never ever now eat a mushy pea, and I blame Slimming World because they had this
Why?
recipe. They had this recipe for mushy pea curry. Where you mixed, I must actually find it and share it because it was so vile. And you know what? I'd love to know if anybody tried this. You put a tin of mushy peas,
A tin of mushy. Why would
tin
you
of
buy
mushy-
a tin of mushy peas?
a tin of mushy peas, 2 tins of baked beans
What together?
together with some curry, with some, was it like O'Connell's curry sauce, McDonald's curry sauce or something? Not
Do you think
McDonald's,
they're
the
having
restaurant.
do you think somebody's in the like head office having a laugh? Like, let's see what these fools will eat.
Let's see what these desperate
Yeah.
bitches will eat. We
Yeah.
tell them to.
Put in two
Yeah.
2 tins of baked beans. I have 2 tins of baked beans. You can take them home with you and make this.
Well, you know, I did have a tin of mushy peas once because in my first week of Slimming World, I got Slimmer of the Week because I lost 9 pounds. And in Slimming World, in the one that I went to on Holles Street, what they would do is everybody was asked to bring something to each meeting that went into like a lucky bag, and then you got to bring the lucky bag home. Literally, my lucky bag had a tin of mushy peas, an orange, 2 potatoes, and like a melon or something.
What?
Yeah.
Like, you lost so much
reward.
weight. Here's the reward of
Healthy food, of healthy food. To help you have another healthy week.
We're back to ready, steady, cook. What you make with all that stuff?
Oh my God, nothing. Well, I mean, I'm sure I ate the fruit and the potatoes, to be fair. I'm
I'm
sure I ate
gonna-
everything. The
I'm
mushy
actually
peas
going
stayed in
to-
the cupboard for months.
I'm actually going to recommend that RT reinstate, take over and then relaunch Ready, Steady, Cook.
Recommend to who? Your friends high up in RTE?
To RTE. I'm recommending.
RTE.
RTE. I'm recommending
Hello,
to you.
is that RTE?
I'm recommending that.
P.O. Box, Donnybrook, Dublin 4.
Such a knob. I'm recommending that you start Ready, Steady, Cook, and we should call it.
Not without my tin of mushy peas?
Oh yeah, exactly. God, why would you like? Are tins of mushy peas still available?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Beatrice, people love them. Fish and chips and mushy peas.
Mushy
Ugh,
peas.
I know.
Why don't you just have like normal peas? Like
No, I
baby peas?
actually love a baby pea.
Yeah,
but
me too.
Mushy peas are just... Philip McCabe likes a mushy pea.
TMI. Go on. What else?
Oh, gross. And then from Weight Watchers, I'm trying to think. I was always really put off quark.
What is that?
I don't know, it's some kind of cheese thing. Cottage cheese as well from Weight Watchers. They were
Oh,
mad
I
about
love
the cottage cheese.
Yeah, I got into
Do
using. I
you?
should actually
Oh,
buy
no.
some cottage cheese. I love that cottage cheese, but I always threw in like a spoonful of sugar, so that probably wasn't like defeats the
Spoonful of
purpose.
sugar.
In the morning for breakfast, a bowl of cottage cheese, a spoonful of sugar, delicious. Why are you so
Oh my
horrified?
God,
It's
I am
absolutely delicious.
It's absolutely disgusting.
It's absolutely delicious.
I mean, cheese and sugar in the morning for
cottage
breakfast.
cheese. It's like curds and whey. It's not even
Oh,
cheese.
stop it.
It's like cream.
Stop
It's
it.
like a sour. It's like a creme fraiche.
Oh, you know, I had some creme fraiche the other day with strawberries dipped in it. I'm clearly not on a
that's
diet
exactly
anymore.
what it's like. It's like that. Remember that stuff that we used to have? What was it called? A yop. What was it called? No, not yop. What was it?
Do you remember?
Jockey. Yocky. Do you remember the French one? The French sour cream. The French creme fraiche.
Do you remember Dad found half the blue bottle in his yop years ago?
Oh, I was just thinking about. Do you know what I was thinking about the other day? Do you remember when I was? Well, you weren't alive. Back in the good old days when you weren't alive, Mom brought me, when Mom was feeding me, she brought me to a cafe in, I think
when Mom was feeding me. What do you mean?
Mom was, did you see the size of me?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like, instead of saying, like, Mom certainly was not thinking about any of these topics about putting me on a diet. She was bringing me for 11s on a daily basis. And we were having 11s in some coffee shop in, I want to say
Nace, Kill?
Selbridge or somewhere like that. No, maybe Straffen. And
I don't think there are any coffee shops in Strathclyde.
I can't remember the story, but I think the day after we were there, a kid bit into a brownie and there was a big dog turd in it. Now I'll have to get verification from Mom on that story. Text her there.
Okay. No, she's asleep. She texted us. Remember, I said I'm going to sleep.
No, text her there.
Yeah,
she loves
she texted me an hour ago and said
say urgent.
It's my bedtime.
Say urgent. Answer this question.
You know, I was in Captain America's with Mum and Dad once, and that's where we used to go for our Christmas dinners out once you left the country and stuff.
You've already told this story looking for sympathy. Where
about the glass?
Blood dripped from your mouth like some kind of...
Like Bella in Twilight.
Oh, I was about to say like some nemesis of a Marvel endgamer.
Oh, please.
What?
Could you? I'm all up on my Marvel.
What? I'm not. Couldn't even think of the term.
Marvel endgamer.
Yeah, Bella in Twilight. That was good.
Turd.
Yeah.
That's just like in The Help. When she mixes her own turd into the pie and then watches her one eat it. Spoiler alert.
How would you not notice a turd in a pie?
Well, I don't think it was a turd. I think it was like poop mixed in.
Yeah.
If you had enough sugar, Beatrice, I wouldn't.
I got that. Rosemary.
The shit that I eat, I probably wouldn't notice a turd.
Pardon
in
the
it.
pun. I'm going to put some turd in the cottage cheese that I mix with the sugar. Loads of sugar for you for breakfast.
I'm never eating
You'll
that.
be like, why is this brown? I'll be like,
I also quite. Oh yeah, sorry. Deliciously Ella's seed bread. When I first got the Deliciously Ella book, and I was like, I too can be cured of my disease that I don't have by taking out gluten and sugar and all these things. I too can become beautiful and very slim.
Here.
I am very dismissive. Like that Australian one. Do you remember who was like, I cured my cancer with clean eating and then turned out she didn't have cancer at all?
Oh, no, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I can't remember her name, but I'll find it out and put it in the notes.
What
Delicious.
notes?
The notes that I'm going to add to this episode that you're furiously writing over there.
Okay.
Deliciously Ella has this seed bread. Oh, sorry, this reminded me of another thing, but this seed bread that's made with like nuts and seeds and psyllium husk, which is this weird kind of powdery thing that you add water to and it like gelatinizes and keeps everything together. And psyllium husk was another thing that I had to, when I went for during my clean eating phase, when I went for my regular colonics, I would mix psyllium husk in with water and drink like 2 shots of it the night before I went to basically, it was supposed to basically like gelatinize everything in your colon to make it easier to come out in the colonic.
This is revolting. We're supposed to be talking about food. You keep bringing it like down to your digestive system.
Yes, that's where it ends up. Where do you think it goes?
Why can't we talk about when it goes in your mouth?
Well,
why do we have to keep talking about it exiting?
When the psyllium husk went into my mouth, it was absolutely revolting, and I used to almost puke every single time. It was like it was like because when you mix water with it, it was like drinking tadpoles. Do you know what I mean? It was that like.
Have you drunk tadpoles?
Yes, many a time.
That is revolting.
It was like what I imagined drinking tadpoles would be like.
I tell you what I hate, which has nothing to do with dieting. I tell you what, it was always revolting, and I still resent Mother for this. Was when we were sick and when we were like, when you'd say like, oh, I feel like I'm going to throw up. She would mix bread soda into water, and then even if you weren't going to throw up, you threw up. Yeah,
I know.
And then
God! Remember the time I was really, really hungover, and you were like, "Take these Alka-Seltzer, knock them back."
I think that was really generous of
me.
me.
I puked across the kitchen. I projectile vomited poor Anita Kavanagh.
I know you said that as well. You apologised to her.
I only have 6 stories. And I'm just going to keep repeating them, so you're going to have to get over that.
Poor Anita. Sorry, I'm starting to be laughing. Sorry, Anita. Desperate. My fault. So what else? Are you sick of wine? You don't really like wine.
No, but I've never been on a diet that required me to drink a lot of wine.
Yeah, that's true.
I definitely do not like Tia Maria or Baileys anymore.
Oh.
Ever since at my Deb's, I drank 12 baby Guinnesses before the dinner and then proceeded to vomit copiously in the bathroom while Ellen Doyle held my hair. And not only
that was nice. Thanks, Ellen.
It was very nice of her, but then she took a picture of us.
Oh, that was less nice.
And she used to love going, look how terrible Rosemary looks, because I was in the background like, oh.
Ellen, that's desperate bitchy.
And then I fell asleep until the breakfast, but thankfully I woke up in time to eat my sausage and my breakfast roll.
Oh, gross! How is this even possible? Absolutely
Listen,
revolting.
I had nothing in me. I was starving.
Oh, just stop there. Okay, what else? I'm trying to think. I don't think
missed everything at the Debs.
I don't think anything. I don't think I've ever gone off anything apart from what did I say? Nothing. Maybe Twixes make me feel a tiny bit like they make me think about dieting, which is why I don't like them. Anything else? No. I basically just told you all the things I'm going to try and reminded myself all the things I like eating. I'm going to eat them again. So not so helpful.
I'm trying to think. Somebody on Twitter said chia seed pudding, but I quite like chia seed pudding, so that wasn't.
I've never had it, but it looks revolting. That's not the same thing. That's like, did you eat that as part of a diet? Like, I could happily tell you all the things that I find revolting.
Well, listen, we know. No, I ate chia seed pudding because it was like high protein and not so high in carbs, and it was while I was #clean eating. But I didn't, whenever I made it myself, I was always like, this is a bit gloopy, but there was a really nice one you could get. I mean, basically anything you can get in a cafe or restaurant where somebody else has made it. But Sprout in Dublin does a really delicious chia porridge. So I used to love that. I'm actually thinking about that a lot, about going back for my Sprout chia porridge. They also do an amazing turkey salad that I'd love to have. Oh, yum. I'm trying to think what else. Neve was, Neve was obsessed with, Neve, my trainer at the time, be like, why wouldn't you just have some chicken for breakfast? So like very occasionally I would have like basically dry chicken breast with broccoli for breakfast.
It actually sounds less horrifying to me now
than the mince.
Than the minced beef, yeah.
The minced beef at least had a bit of flavour. Sorry, I also, egg white anything, like egg white omelettes.
I love egg white. Oh, do you know what I love from Starbucks? Those egg white and red pepper bites, which I since made for Nash. What are you laughing at? Sorry.
Mom has replied. I said to Mom, Urgent, was there some story about someone in a coffee shop near us eating a brownie with a turd in it?
What did she say?
I even said it NTR so she'd know there was a need to reply.
What? Yes, it was Beatrice who bit into it. Is this true? I'm actually going to be sick. I'm going to be sick. Is this true? It was me. I hope so. I'm absolutely horrified. This can't be true. Don't tell Dawn. That's revolting. Oh my god.
The room has suddenly got so hot.
Absolutely boiling. How could you leave us hanging like this? I'll fill you in tomorrow. Is that a pun?
Stop, Beatrice. It's hurting the baby. I honestly couldn't have asked for a better response.
Oh God, I feel absolutely horrified.
I'm just shocked that you, at the gluttonous age of whatever, even noticed.
I'd say I probably did, and she probably was like, "Oh, that smells bad."
No, as if she has no sense of smell.
Oh yeah.
It wouldn't have been her.
Oh my God, how did we not? How am I not a millionaire?
Beatrice, I had a piece of glass in
my mouth. Rosemary, I had a turd in my mouth. It's obviously worse.
Let us know. Do you think it's worse to bite into a turd or to bite into a piece of glass?
So how big was this piece of glass? Like, let's put this in perspective.
Say how big was the turd?
It doesn't matter. That's what I was about to say. It doesn't matter how big the turd was. Tiny or enormous.
Into the brownie.
God, so disgusting.
You don't really like brownies now, do you?
I hate brownies. You're right, I actually hate brownies.
Oh my God, that was now a revelation, Beatrice.
So, back to the question. Do you think that it's worse to eat a piece of glass, a shard of glass of any size that you don't swallow but that just cuts the inside of your mouth and you manage to spit it out?
Swallowed.
Or to have a piece of turd any shape or size anywhere near the inside of your mouth, and you know what? Maybe you swallowed it. Like, can you even spit it out? I actually am horrified by this. Please let us know what you all think.
So delighted.
Oh my God. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much for signing up to our Patreon. Thank you for listening to this mini-sode. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bearing witness to this beautiful revelatory journey.
Shut up.
Beatrice is over there furiously writing back to Claire McCabe. 2 seconds later, she's going to be like, what's your password? I've told you my password 10 million times.
I don't know what it is. I'm horrified. I'm actually horrified.
Thank you all so much for listening. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Not Without My Sister is produced by Liam Garrity, sound and original music by Don Kirkland, and our original illustration is by Lindsay Nielsen.
Not Without My Sister is a member of The Warren, the home of great Irish podcasts. As is my podcast, Meet Your Maker. You'll find more great shows at thewarren.ie.